We've added a connection to the Ethereum node, okay? And we've also fulfilled requests. So we've, let people actually request the Ethereum price from our node with their own smart contracts. And now we're gonna talk about getting people to actually use it, because that's a big part of this equation, which is basically like treating your node like a digital business. Again, it's not like a Bitcoin node where you just turn it on and start mining cryptocurrency and just set it and forget it. There's some work involved, right? In getting people to use your node for these types of requests that we've just witnessed. So inside the main masterclass video, I'm going to talk about, several different things you can do for marketing your node, but the core of the marketing is basically a place for people to see your node stats, all right, what jobs your node supports, and how to integrate that. So, because again, they don't have access to your node operator dashboard. They definitely shouldn't. So they don't see like what jobs you support, like what they can do with your node, all right, and they want to see the stats about your node. Can they trust it? What's the uptime like? All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So go to... we're gonna do a few things. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna go to market.link. All right, so I'm gonna put a link to this down in the description below. If you're watching the replay, there's probably like some resources that you can grab this from. So market.link is a place where you can go look at nodes. All right, and people want to find your node. Click on nodes here. We can just click on a node, and we'll get a page like this. Okay. That shows the node details. So they'll be able to see the supported adapters, the jobs. Okay, so the jobs are like what we want. So we're going to have the basic jobs today. Like, this is actually not a very good example. Let's look at the adapters here. I'm going to look at a different one, just as an example. Let's look at... Let's look at this one. So like adapters, right? See this like get uint 256. So remember a minute ago, we basically created a job to get a bytes 32. We're going to add more jobs here. We're going to have the basic jobs that will give all our node the functionality that we need in order to be widely supported and useful in the marketplace. Okay. So first and foremost, you want to sign up. So click the sign in link and then click create account. Okay. So I'm going to do this off screen and we'll come back. So once you've logged in and confirmed your email, you want to go to your profile here. So this is the Chainlink Masterclass, right? So again, this is I'll probably delete this after the masterclass. So this might be a dead profile by the time you watch this video, but we're going to go to nodes. All right. And we're going to add our node. So we'll just call this Chainlink Masterclass Koban. All right. So you get the Oracle address. So we'll go back to Remix here, get the Oracle address, and then put it in here. And this is, just call it Chainlink Masterclass. If you have some marketing information like your GitHub handle or your website or your Telegram channel, email address, whatever, you could put that in here for people to contact you. All right, so I'm not really sure why this is not working right now, but I can't select Koban for some reason, so hopefully they update this website by the time you go through these steps. So I'm just click create node for now. I guess all right, so I'm not really sure why the market.link website's not working right now. Hopefully this is an issue that'll get resolved really quickly. But I'm recording this video right before the master class, so I need to move on so that we can actually do the presentation this evening. So I'm just going to show you on my other actual node. So this is on my Kovan node. So once you've created your node, it's just pretty straightforward. Just go to the jobs, okay, and you want to add your first job, okay. So you want to select the adapter, okay. Well, I do import job spec actually. So basically what you want to do is go back to your jobs here, okay, and then go to JSON, and then you'll copy this, all right, and then you'll put it in here, click OK, and it'll auto-populate all this stuff. It'll show you the adapters, right, okay, and then click preview and submit. All right, so you'll probably also have to verify your wallet on here. You'll walk through the steps to do that. It's not that hard. I really wanted to show you all that stuff inside of market.link, but unfortunately the UI is not working for me to add a new node right now. And I've got to get this out the door because the masterclass is today. So yeah, you'll be able to figure it out. Basically, as long as you have a MetaMask wallet, you just go through those steps to fund the wallet. You have to pay some link in order to verify the node on here. Okay. That's if you run through the verification steps, which you'll see right here. So basically you want to add it, add the jobs, do the verification. So anyways, I'm not going to submit this. I'll just preview it for now. I don't want to submit it because I don't want to add it to my actual jobs on my existing node. Okay. But when you do, you'll get a job like this for, let's see here, get bytes 32. All right. Because that's the job that we have on our node. So anyways, that's what it is for the first job. So you want to set the node, go through the jobs, go through the verification process, which is not that hard. You just have to follow the setup steps. But I want to talk about jobs because we're going to add more jobs. So these are the jobs that we want in order for our node to be minimally viable. So we want to be able to get a byte 32, which we have already. We want to get a Boolean, so true or false. Get an integer of 256. Get an unsigned integer, 256, and then also post bytes 32. Okay, so 4 get requests, this is just reading data, and then 1 post request to write data, all right, send data. And you want to edit the cost. I'm doing 0.1 link. It's a minimum payment, all right. You can change the minimum payment in your node with an environment variable, okay. You can go to configuration, see, let's see here, minimum. Just say link. There's a link payment. Yeah, minimum contract payment is this. Okay, so you can change this in your .env file on your server if you want to, but I'm setting the minimum link payment to 0.1 link. All right. So let's go add some more jobs because basically we want to populate our node with those jobs and then add them to market.link. Okay. So let's see here. We'll go to the chainlink documentation for this. For adapters, all right. And we're going to job specifications. So I'll put a link to this in the description below. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my notes now so I don't forget. Okay, so basically you want to find the basic adapters. This will tell you about how jobs work. So a job specification just like goes through, it tells your node how it works. So if you look at these job specs, right, you see like this, let's see if we can find it. All right. Let's go back to the fulfilling requests actually. So fulfilling requests. You look at these different ones. So these are the different ones, right? So we did this ETH bytes get byte 32 for the price. So what it does is it has a name, right? But it does as initiators. So it does it with run logs. So basically that's how your node like listens for events that came from this Oracle contract. It listens for that, and then whenever that triggers, on your Oracle contract, it listens to your Oracle contract for the run logs, and then does these tasks. It does an HTTP GET request to the CryptoCompare API, all right? And then the next step is it parses that information, so it gets back JSON, so it parses that. So that's a task. It makes a GET request, it parses it, it converts the information to ETH bytes 32, and then it makes an Ethereum transaction with ETHTX back to the smart contract. So it writes data back, so it needs some ETH cryptocurrency to pay for that transaction. All right. So it's like this, then this, then this, then this. All right. These are just the steps and the tasks. And the initiator is it listens to the run logs on your Oracle contract. So same thing for post. So these can accept parameters and all that kind of stuff, right? Same thing for post. All right. These are the steps. For this one, it does 256, right? It does some math here, multiplication, all right? And then uint 256, same thing, it's multiplication, and then bool, all right? So we want to add all these to our node. So we'll just copy these, and then we're going to run through these steps one by one. Go to jobs, and then we're also going to put this right next to our Oracle smart contract so we can keep copying the address because we have to do that over and over again. So yeah, new job. We're just going to run through these one by one. We'll start with this bytes 32. Copy. Paste it in here. Go to this. Copy the Oracle contract address. Great job. All right. So then go to jobs, go to new job. 256. Paste it in. Copy the Oracle contract address. Great job. Then the next one, UH 256. New job. Oracle contract address. It's kind of a boring part, but it's necessary. Then ETH bool. Sorry. All right, so now you have all these jobs on your node. So now your node supports all these jobs, and anytime someone makes a request with these, they'll get added here. All right, so now what you can do is add them to market.link. So you'll take each of these jobs, walk through those exact same steps inside of market.link, create the job, paste in the JSON to import job spec, go back here, look at the job, go to JSON, copy the JSON. It's got your address in there. All right, and then just paste it in, click OK. All right, and then click submit. All right, preview and submit. So again, I wish I could do this right now. I can't do it because market.link would not let me create a testnet node or even a mainnet node for that matter. And whenever you're done, you'll see all your jobs listed here. Okay. You also want to do the payment count. So yeah, that's how it works. And like I said, we're going to talk about more about marketing in the actual masterclass overview itself. But that's just the basics on how to get set up with Chainlink Market, how to add jobs to your node. You can do some stuff like add the adapters. You can add team members. But I want to show you how to get over here to the public page. Okay, so once you've verified all your node, all that kind of stuff, you can click on preview, and this will be your public page. So you can customize this for marketing purposes. This will show people the reliability of your node. Again, this is my brand new node that I don't really have any activity on yet. So and yours won't either until you get some activity. So yeah, this will be your public page. This is something you want to add if you're setting up a website for your node. This is where people will find your jobs, okay? So let's say, okay, it supports these. The adapters will automatically populate, all right? But you can do the jobs, okay? And it's like I say, if people want to use your node to do a get UNT256, and they want the job ID because, again, they want to add your Oracle contract here. So like, they say, hey, I want to request the Ethereum price. What's your Oracle contract address? What's your job ID? They can look here. So they, get ETH byte 32. They can, let's see here. Hey, don't worry about that. Yeah, they can get the job ID here. They can get the Oracle smart contract address, and that will be everything that they need in order to, get your node. All right. This will be the source of truth. So, right, market.link is really good as a place for people to come find this information, to make your node transparent, get all the details they need in order to integrate your node to your project. So, a developer says, hey, I want to use your node in addition to other nodes. That's another thing. You want to make sure you're always pushing people to use multiple nodes. You don't want them to just use your node, right? It's a decentralized network. So they want to onboard you, then this is the source of truth, right? They just go here, they find all this information, and they can instantly integrate you into their project.